Welcome to this massive milestone explainer. Today, we're hitting the 100th and final installment of our Python tooling series. Over the last 19 blocks, we've genuinely built a complete top-to-bottom picture of the modern Python ecosystem. And to bring it all home, we're focusing on weights and biases. This is literally the ultimate tool for tracking your machine learning experiments at a real-world team scale. Let's dive right in.
Here's our agenda for the finale. First, we'll introduce weights and biases. Then we'll look at the cloud collaboration advantage, followed by visualizations and automated sweeps. After that, we'll compare ML flow versus weights and biases, and finally, we'll reflect on this entire 100-part journey.
Okay, Section 1. Introducing weights and biases, focusing on cloud-hosted experiment tracking.
Let's frame this against what we already know. If you recall from our previous explainer, MLflow gives us comprehensive experiment tracking on a local level. Well, weights and biases provides those exact same core capabilities, but it introduces a massive shift in architecture. You see, it's been designed from day one to be this highly polished, cloud-hosted platform built explicitly for team scale.
And getting it running actually mirrors the concepts we already know perfectly. You just install it via pip, initialize your project, and log your metrics using a standard Python dictionary. But here is the absolute magic trick with this. Instead of your data remaining completely siloed on your laptop, it's automatically beamed straight up to a polished cloud dashboard. It is almost too easy. Honestly, it feels a bit like getting your code to compile perfectly on the very first try.
Moving on to Section 2, the cloud collaboration advantage and real-time team AI.
So why does this automatic cloud approach matter so much? Well, think all the way back to our version control discussions at the very beginning of the series. Git lets developers seamlessly collaborate on a shared code base, right? Weights and biases is actually often described as the Git of machine learning. It gives you that exact same shared, highly collaborative ecosystem, but built specifically for your ML experiments.
Just imagine the Uplatz AI team from our deep learning block. Say the team needs to train a brand new model, and every single member is off separately, experimenting with totally different architectures. With weights and biases, all of those individual results instantly sync to one unified cloud dashboard. No one is manually sharing local files over some chaotic Slack thread or getting lost in an endless email chain. The entire team can see exactly which approach is winning at a single glance, in real time. It's a real game changer.
All right, Section 3, visualizations and automated sweeps, building on the Python foundation.
Way beyond just standard logging, weights and biases beautifully echoes the specific packages we explored earlier in this series. Just like Plotly gave us those rich visual tools, this dashboard automatically tracks and graphs your data out of the box. It generates interactive charts showing exactly how your model's loss and accuracy genuinely evolve over time. The platform essentially does all the heavy lifting for you, giving you instant visual feedback without you ever having to write 50 lines of repetitive plotting code.
And then there's optimization. Weights and biases features these incredible built-in hyperparameter sweeps. Now this connects directly back to the automated search capabilities we tackled with Optuna and Raytune. The platform will automatically run several separate training cycles using different parameter combinations, and it seamlessly logs every single result straight into that unified cloud dashboard.
Let's jump to Section 4, ML flow versus weights and biases, and making that architectural decision.
Let's objectively contrast these two powerhouses so you can make the right call for your own stack. MLflow offers the massive advantage of being genuinely, entirely open source. You can run it completely locally without any internet connection whatsoever, which is absolute gold when data privacy and individual security are your top priorities. But on the flip side, Weights and Biases delivers a highly polished, proprietary, out-of-the-box experience. It is specifically built for larger teams that simply require seamless, real-time collaboration right from day one. Finally, Section 5, reflecting on our 100-part journey and the modern Python ecosystem. Having fully explored this ultimate scaling tool, let's just take a well-deserved moment to look back at the whole shebang. We began this entire series simply by learning how to install a single package using pip. And just look at where we are now. We've arrived at a destination where we understand exactly how professional teams collaboratively manage cutting-edge AI models at massive scale. Every single step in this journey has been carefully built right on top of what came before it. We went from package management and Git basics, to interactive data visualizations with Plotly, to automating hyperparameter search with Optuna, all the way to unified AI tracking today with weights and biases. Each and every concept links together perfectly to form one truly complete picture of modern Python tooling. Throughout these 100 building blocks, some really crucial recurring themes guided us. We constantly navigated the trade-offs between powerful, complex tools and their streamlined alternatives. Think Django alongside Flask or setup tools alongside Poetry. We dug into robust testing frameworks like Unit-Test and PyTest and tracked version control from simple requirements files all the way up to Docker and DVC. But honestly, it was all anchored by one absolutely central theme: reproducibility, and the incredible transition from solitary coding to real-world team scale.
Thank you so much for joining us throughout this entire explainer journey. Whether you caught all 100 topics or just jumped in for this finale, you now possess a truly comprehensive map of the modern Python landscape. The entire toolkit is fully at your disposal. So after 100 foundational blocks of exploring this amazing ecosystem, the only question remaining is, what are you going to build next?